Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be having the pre-match preview between Barcelona and Sevilla. This is going to be considered as the second leg for the Copa del Rey. And now that we are here, right, now that we do have a total of 15 to 16 hours left before we do head towards this match, I do believe that many of us are going to be witnessing a show because Barcelona are going to be going into this game with one objective, and that is going to be to make a comeback against a very tough Sevilla side. And so there are going to be three things that I do want to point out regarding this game. Point number one, in the first leg, Barcelona did lose 2-0 and Sevilla scored with two players. It was the center back Koundé and the midfielder Rakitic. And if you were to look at these two players, one was a center back and one was a 33-year-old midfielder. And to basically sum it up, it was a disastrous performance coming from Barcelona. Barcelona did not look like they wanted to win in that first leg against Sevilla. It was a very underwhelming game. Going on to point number two, in the most previous meetup between these two teams in La Liga, Barcelona has won 2-0. Barcelona took away 3 points away from Sevilla, and Barcelona probably put out one of their best performances in this season under Ronald Koeman. It was actually probably the best first half performance we have seen with Barcelona. And you look at how the players were approaching Sevilla on that night. We do want to see that again. We want to see a very intense, high press type of Barcelona. A Barcelona that we want to see for the rest of this season. And then going on to point number three. This game is going to be played at the Camp Nou. In those two previous meetups that we have discussed, Barcelona were away, and now we have our chance to play at home and bring a great result in order to go into the final for the Copa del Rey. There is going to be a big advantage for FC Barcelona, but the big question is still going to be remaining. What could we expect under Ronald Koeman in this second leg? And to be very honest, it is very unknown because it has always been up and down for Ronald Koeman's Barcelona. We win extremely well in one match and then completely have a underwhelming, disastrous performance against a lower division team or a higher division team. It's either Ronald Koeman gets the tactics extremely right or extremely wrong. Now here's the thing though, earlier this week it has been announced that there are going to be a special group of people that are going to be entering the Camp Nou and watching the game. And this is where I believe there is going to be pressure on the players. And when I mean pressure, I mean there is going to be good pressure that could push these players to perform at a very high level. And those group of people is going to be consisting of the presidential candidates. All three presidential candidates is going to be in the Camp Nou to witness Barcelona potentially trying to achieve a comeback against Sevilla, which is going to be Laporta, Victor Font, and Toni Freixa. And it says here, according to multiple sources, Carlos Tusquets has invited the candidates Laporta, Victor Font, and Toni Freixa to the Camp Nou on Wednesday for the second leg against Sevilla. It is completely official. They will be there. And the reason why this is such a big deal is because one of these people that will be attending this game is going to be eventually the president of Barcelona, which will be in about 4 to 5 days. Out of these three people, one of them is going to be bringing their own ideas to Barcelona. And when you do have a potential president wanting to bring their ideas to Barcelona, the players are going to be realizing that. The players are going to be knowing that there is going to be a main man that is going to be making decisions, and that president is going to be wanting to make Barcelona in his own image. And it is also very great to know that these players are finally going to be having a main man within the Camp Nou. They haven't had that main man, that president, or that father-like figure in Barcelona for a very, very long time. And there was always this feeling over the past 6 months that it was literally just the players and the coach, and that they had to survive in the Camp Nou without a real leader moving Barcelona forward. So hopefully we do get to see them. Hopefully we get to see Laporta and Victor Font specifically cheer on the players in order for them to do well. Now I do want to take a quick moment and talk about Ansu Fati, because a couple of hours ago, Ansu Fati has been nominated for the 2021 Lores Breakthrough of the Year award. And this is a huge deal for a player like Ansu Fati. And the reason why they do want to nominate this player, it is because of multiple reasons. They have stated that he has been considered as the youngest ever goal scorer for FC Barcelona. He has also been considered as the youngest player to score and assist in the same La Liga match. The other point is he has been considered as the youngest goal scorer in Champions League history. And the fourth point is he is considered as La Liga's September 2020 Player of the Month. There are many reasons why he is in this position, and the owners of this award have made it very clear on why he deserves to be in this position. And Ansu Ansu Fati did have something to say about being nominated for this award, and he said this: "The previous winners of this award have all been important sports people, and it would not be bad to do as well as they did. It would be an honor to win, but it's an honor to just be a part of it. If I win, great. If I don't, it doesn't matter." And you look at this statement, right, and it brings a smile to my face to hear Ansu Fati say these words. There is so much professionalism within his attitude on how he approached this nomination. It really does remind me of one player, which is Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi has always stated every time he was nominated or he won an individual award, he has always said that even if I win, it doesn't matter. What I want to win are the Champions Leagues or the league titles or the Copa Del Rey. Looking at Ansu Fati here, he is taking the exact same approach. He wants to win titles. He has made it very clear that even if he doesn't win, it doesn't matter. He wants to win many titles with his teammates and with FC Barcelona. And I do think that the world is going to be waiting for his return. Many people do want to see Ansu Fati back because he was, for a moment, one of the best players in the world. And I have no doubt that by the time Ansu Fati makes his comeback on the field, and he is alongside Lionel Messi, Frankie de Jong, Pedro, Serginho Dest, Mingueza, Ronald Araujo, he is going to be very eager to score for Barcelona again. And Barcelona greatly do need that. And so it's going to be very exciting. It does bring me a lot of goosebumps. Ansu Fati is expected to make his return around the time of the middle of March to the end of March. The best case scenario for Ansu Fati on making his return would be he makes his return before the match between Barcelona and PSG. And now I do want to move towards the topic of Pedri and Ronald Araujo's fitness, because there has been many questions revolving whether these two players are going to be featuring in this match against Sevilla. And starting with Pedri first, it has been made official that Pedri was training with the group. And this was something that was not expected coming from Pedri, because a couple of days ago, after he did encounter that injury and he had to leave that match early against Sevilla, it was official that Pedri was going to be out for a total of 3 weeks. And seeing that Pedri was training with the group earlier this morning, no one expected this moment to happen. And Helena Condis has reported there were good sensations regarding Pedri in today's session. The player's aim is to take part in tomorrow's game. Koeman will announce the squad list tomorrow, and a decision on Araujo on whether he will be called is also going to be made tomorrow. Koeman has also explained Pedri's situation in the pre-match press conference, and he said this: "There are things that can hardly be explained. I was also surprised yesterday afternoon when he did individual training without any discomfort, and this morning when he trained normally. I think that he may be on the list tomorrow." And so if you were to ask me, I have no idea how Pedri made it this early and back into the group sessions. But one thing that I could say is that these are probably one of the benefits of being young. When you are around the age of 16, 17, or 18 years old, you're not going to be out for too long compared to a player that's 30, 31, or 32 years old. Young players do tend to heal much faster. But one thing is very clear, and that is that Pedri wants to play. He wants to feature in this match against Sevilla. Regardless if we do see Pedri extremely maxed out, not wanting to play, he does sometimes look exhausted because he is considered as the player that has made the most appearances for Barcelona. But the fact that Pedri has shown that he does want to make this comeback and that he does want to take away this injury and find his way on making an appearance in the second leg, I have no doubt that Koeman is going to be wanting to place him in the midfield against Sevilla. And then moving on to Ronald Araujo. Ronald Araujo has been doing the complete opposite, which is strange, right? Because he was seen doing individual training. And a couple of days ago, right next to Pedri's announcement on being out for 3 weeks, it has been stated that Araujo was completely fine. So it's almost like Araujo and Pedri switched bodies in a sense. And Koeman has explained what Araujo's situation is looking like for tomorrow. And he said this: "He has not been able to train with the group because he has some discomfort. Let's see tomorrow though, during the last session, and decide if he is on the list." So Ronald Koeman has now ruled out Araujo on featuring in this game. But looking at the state of Barcelona, knowing the type of opponent they are going to be facing, between these two players on Ronald Araujo and Pedri, Araujo is going to be that player that is going to be considered as a more important player in order to strengthen Barcelona's defense, which is now going to lead us towards our predicted starting 11. What could Ronald Koeman place on the field that is strong enough in order to get a great result against Sevilla? And so here is going to be my predicted starting 11. Now, I want you guys to notice one thing. We are not using a 4-3-3 here. What we are using here is a 3-5-2, the exact same formation that Ronald Koeman placed in last week's game. Now, I have explained the reason why Ronald Koeman should continue to use the 3-5-2 formation in the second channel on Barca Media 2. I do go more into depth on why I do believe that it is not a risk to go with the exact same approach against Sevilla, now knowing that Sevilla are going to be coming into this game much more prepared if they do tend to use the 3-5-2 system. But these are going to be the players that I do expect to start. I do expect to see Ronald Araujo right next to Piquet being the central center back, and then Mingueza being the right center back. As for the 5 midfielders between the offensive line and the defensive line, I do want to see Jordi Alba on the left, Frankie de Jong, Busquets, and and Pedro within the center and Dest on the right. As for the front two, I do want to see Messi and Dembele. This is a formation where it's going to be extremely hard to see other players such as Antoine Griezmann and Trincao feature within the starting 11. If the 3-5-2 formation does not work out, that is where Barcelona can go back into a 4-3-3 and then feature players such as Trincao or Griezmann and maybe even potentially Riqui Puig. But just looking at how the defensive line could be once Sevilla does attack, it really does give me goosebumps because I think that this is a great and strong starting 11 when it comes to defending your side. And obviously things could change. If Araujo is not going to be fit enough in tomorrow's night's match, then we could place Araujo with Longley, or if Pedro doesn't make it in tomorrow's night's match, we could always put players such as Riqui Puig right between Serginho Dest and Busquets. But that's going to be it for today's Barcelona pre-match preview. Let me know what's going to be your predicted starting 11 and your predicted score up against Sevilla. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.